Right, it's evening time and we're gonna get after it tonight. I'm gonna try and get this thing finished up. We've got a list. The MOT man was very nice and gave us a list of things to check. Oh, there's the doggies. Now, let's make a bit of pain. Right, so far we have top one on the list. Near side rear tire has a bulge. Now we replaced both the rear tires, so that's been done. Next thing, off front headlamp not working on main beam. Haven't done that yet, but I reckon I know what that is. That could be a loose cable. Next, near side front brake pipe excessively corroded. Now I've changed all the brake pipes. I'm not sure which one it was talking about, but I think it was the one on the calipers. But we have replaced that and the hose and any other suspect pipes. Offside front brake pipe excessively corroded. Again, we've done everything we have done there. Right, next, offside rear brake pipe excessively corroded. Not sure where that is, but we will have a look at that next. Next on the list, near side front suspension ball joint dust cover no longer prevents ingress of dirt. Well, we've got new orange ball joints and covers. Offside rear tire has cut. Well, like I say, we got two new rear tires fitted. Near side front suspension arm pin bush excessively worn. No idea which one it was talking about, but we replaced all the bushes and the pins, so that is done. Offside front suspension arm pin bush, blah blah blah. Again, we replaced them all, including bushes and pins, so that has been done. Next, it's not necessary, but it does need a repair. Central rear registration plate number plate lamp insecure. I don't think it's a lamp, I think it's just the number plate itself, but we'll double check that. We haven't done anything there. Next on the list, monitor and repair if necessary. These are advisories. So we have near side front subframe mount modified but not seriously weakened. Well, we have replaced the subframe with a nice new one and replaced all those bushes with poly bushes. So offside front subframe mounting, yep, so that is also covered. And these two aren't covered. Central rear subframe mounting modified but not seriously weakened, so that's maybe a job for another day. And central rear drive shaft joint worn but not excessive. I looked into that. Bearings, £15 for a bearing, easy. It's a little bit of work, but it's not necessary to get through this MOT, so we will come back to that at a later date. So the remainder on this list for tonight is the front headlight, looking at that, and the rear brake pipe. That's the two main things. And then the rear number plate. I know it's flapping about, so we'll get onto that. First thing, other than the jobs on the list that we've highlighted, we are going to torque. We still need to torque the subframe bolts. That's maybe a two-man job, but I'll see if I can get to it myself just tonight. And we will torque the rest of the suspension bolts. We'll retorque suspension bolts. We'll torque up the subframe bolts. Again, they might be a bit tricky by myself, but we'll give it a go. And I think that's it. We replaced all the hoses, the coolant hoses that were leaking yesterday, and the water. We actually had hoses. No, the problems we were running into yesterday, which I didn't really cover too much. We had a coolant pipe. We had two coolant pipes running parallel with each other and behind the engine, and one of them was rotten. I did a kind of cheap fix on it. We cut the rotten bit off, and just made a longer hose to connect to it. Got that dealt with, and then we had another leak further up top, another rotten section, so did the same there, cut the rotten section out and hosed it. So far we have the car running for over an hour, no leaks, nothing's dripping, we don't have power steering fluid dripping, we don't have brake fluid dripping, we don't have coolant dripping. So all that's tight, all that is good. So right, let's get after this torquing. Right, oh look at that, look at that, what a stunning car. Well, that's pretty cool too, but look at that. Yes, anyway, right, Elsa Win, where's Elsa Win? Let's fire that up, and this will give us all our torque settings that we need. Ooh, restoring. Where are we? Oh, right, awesome. We're in the right place already. Right, where do we start? We start with the strut bolts. So 22 and 21. 22 and 21. 110 Newton meters. Wow. Okay. Let's get after that then. And what about the that's for the anti-roll bar link. Okay. What about the lower anti-roll bar? 19. What's that one at? It's just a bolt. That must be the nut on the back of it, which is 17. 110 as well. Okay, so that shows that the drop links are 110 Newton meters. Wow, that's quite a torque. 16 actual subframe bolts. What's that? 120 Newton meters plus 180 degrees. Well, we'll see if I manage that or not. Right, well, let's get on to these drop links. So they are, I'm guessing they're 18. Put me a leg up job. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh. Right in my teeth. What was I complaining about? Right, 90. Now, see if I can handle this. Oh my god! Yeah! Okay. That's 45. Sorry, Carmen. Oh, it's late. Come on, 90. Now, that was tough. Didn't think I was going to do that by myself. That torque wrench weighs a ton. Whew, but it's done. It's done. Right, I'll just put you here. You can sit here, watch me. No, you can't sit here, can you? Because there's nothing to sit on. There we go. You can sit watching me drink a Pepsi Max. I feel good. Hold on just a second though. It's not complete. I've got some cable tying to do. I've got to tidy up these hoses and any of these wires. Then we'll be done. Then we'll work on the back brakes, which was... No. We'll do the easy fun first. We'll do the headlight first. Offside rear brake pipe assisted. Oh, sweet. That's the one over there, which we have better access to. Yes. Yes. Well, you guys can soon watch my screensaver while I go do some tie wrapping. You're not going to watch me tie wrap. Back in a minute. Can't even get that in there. And get that connected out. No, just pull it out like that. Right. Slide that over. Pop it out. And this little connector here. Oh no, it is on. That's not good. Right. Let's see if we can test this up here. Okay, so that's okay. Yes, they are both working. Hey, what's just that dodgy wire? Right, happy with that. Happy with that. Right, we can score something else off the list. Offside headlamp, not working. Well, it is now. Right, let's go and check on what that is. See what kind of worms we're gonna get into here. Right, you sit there. You sit there. Just sit there. And I'll investigate what's going on. All that cardboard. And there's a window for an XJS back here. And there's a drive shaft. Or not a drive shaft, a prop shaft. Yeah, right. that came out. Surprisingly. Oh, because these have just been off. These have just been off. Of course. Oh, that feels horrible. But it works. So I reckon, oh la 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 la, this is probably what we're looking at. Hoping that's what it is because it's only less accessible. But we'll give it a clean up. Might clean up okay. Never know. Let's have a closer look, bring you it. There's just nothing left of like the nut. This is corroding away. Right, let's get that out. Right, how are we gonna do that? How are we? Let's get you a better position. We're gonna be here a while. Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, damn it. There. How? I think I'm just gonna have to cut that. There's literally nothing there to hook onto. Boing. Right, get that out of the way. Well, didn't hurt too much now, did it? Perfect. All I need to do now is bend it into place. Oh, right, I'll be delicate with this. Procedure! Looking good. Need to bend that into the right place. Power bleeder on it again. Bear in mind, this is the express version of what it's not going to be that. Right, time to reassess. What we got left on this list? Offside rear brake. Repaired. Just got this left. It's easy to find some double-sided sticky tape. But unfortunately, somebody, don't know who, decided they were going to paint calipers. So that's where we're at now. We're painting calipers. Well, we didn't need to, but hey, and there's the other one. I just cleaned it up and hit it with some rebuild just to protect it. So yeah, now we're stuck out here for the next half an hour, 40 minutes while this paint dries. Fantastic. Nope. Better things to be doing. Better things to be doing. So, we've just about completed our list. We've got a rear number plate to fix. That's it. And don't even have to fix it. It's just an advisory. But we'll do it. I can't believe we're at this stage. Can't believe we've gotten this far. So once these brakes are done, then we'll call it a night there. Tomorrow will be, I suppose, putting back the arch liners on, giving the wheels a wash, and getting the wheels fitted. And then we can drive this guy out. Finally. Feels like it's been here forever. It hasn't, but it feels like it. What a work. What a work. What a work still to do when you looked at the rear subframe. Wow. It's just as bad, if not worse, than the front of the subframe. Switch the lights off. Key out to the right. Battery has been boiling all this time. So we should be good there. Get the rear caliper. That's 2 coats. It's also not going to be nearly the same quality as the front because, well, this is just a scratch and shoot. So it's not going to be nearly as good as the time that was spent on these ones. But no matter. We do have, we've got the Audi decals for the back as well, so that's going to be good. We'll be all matching. And yeah, no leaks. No leaks. Finally. A car with no leaks. But it does seriously need cleaned. I'd hate to think, look at the sparkle in it. Look at the sparkle. That's going to do so. Well, the paint was terrible in this anyway, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a show car. Nothing like it. Never meant to be. I bought it for doing jobs. And that's what it's for. So there's no point making it all nice because it's just going to get wrecked. Just going to get ruined. So. But yeah, now's the waiting game. That's 11:05. So we have to wait another 10. No, we have, we get to wait another 10 minutes. And then we get to shoot again. And then we get to wait another 10 minutes. And shoot again. And again. And again. And again. So we'll probably be done here maybe by 11:45. We'll see. But it'll be done. It will be done. It will be done. Well, that's 12 o'clock now. And then we're done for the night. We've still got one thing on the list, and that is to fix the number plate. But we'll maybe take the car outside to do that tomorrow. So here's the rear calipers. We'll leave them to dry overnight. So we've got decals as well, so we'll get them on. We'll get them on once they're dry tomorrow. Got liners back in. Not that you can really see that. Yep, got the liners back in and everything, so we are just ready for wheels on and bring her down. Yeah. Can't believe we've got here now, but this is where we're at. So yeah. So that's it. We will catch you tomorrow. Probably late. But we'll see. We'll catch you tomorrow. Morning, Fixxxer fans. Well, we're back at it. It's the next morning. It was a late one last night, but we got it done. Calipers looking good. Everything's holding pressure. Nothing's leaking. So let's get these wheels on. Let's get after it. Rear calipers done. got it outside. It's all jacked up as well. Suspension is working. It's good. Actually needs a real good wash. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? And the back one looks pretty good. This is what we're still going to prepare. Double-sided tape will sort that out. Double-sided pads. Yep. We'll get her a good wash. Well, we're out of the garage, but we didn't get far. We didn't get far. We gave her a terrible wash, but what's happened is the air suspension. Now, I did disconnect one of the air suspension pipes, so it would have drained the system. Although, to be fair, there was nothing in it anyway, and I can't no air when I disconnected the pipe. But the issue I had is when we got the car out of the garage, got the suspension to jack up, level off, it was fine. But the next morning came back and it was down like this, and I haven't managed to get it back up again. So today is fault finding this mystery. I've ordered a whole heap of whatnots and doodads and hoses and pipes and clamps and valves and things, and a new pump, to be fair, which we should get today. I have replaced the pump slash compressor on this a couple of years ago. Perhaps it's maybe burnt out, but it did work when we took it out of the garage, so who knows. But can a guy get this thing back up in the air and run in today? And if we can, perfect. That'll get us for his MRT on Monday. Well, we'll just have to see. Oh, it's windy. You can probably hear that it's windy. It's cold, as per usual. And we're working outside. And to be fair, I don't think I mind working outside, because look at what we've left behind. Look at this mess. Oh, jammy. So, but I am not going to tackle this until we get an MOT on that thing. So, and then who knows what the next project is? Is it BOA? DHG? MFC? Who knows? You guys tell me what you want to see next. Do you see an engine swap? A rear end swap? Yeah, let me know. We'll, oh, battery on boil. We do have a battery on boil. This was going to be used for testing today. For testing that compressor. How are we doing? How are we doing? Yeah. Let's just boil it. Do we have a little cheeky window? We do have a window here. Still red. Oh, yeah. We're going up. 6 amps, 7 amps, 8 amps. Oh, yeah, we are boiling. Right, let's see what we can get done. First things first, gloves. First thing we're going to do, we're going to need a laptop as well, aren't we? We're going to need a laptop, we need something to lie down on, and we've got a battery out there, we've got wiries out there. Yes, we're almost there. But we need to get, we need keys as well. We need to find those ignition sticks. So we need ignition sticks, laptop. We've got our battery here, and something to lie down on. A guy is getting old. Needs something to lie down on. Maybe a light. A light as well. Perfect. Here we have the compressor. I've already disconnected the feet going to the compressor. So what I'm going to do is 12 volts. 12 volts against here. See if we can actually get this compressor to run. That'll tell me if the compressor is working or not. Or whether it is a signal telling the compressor not to switch on. Let's get after it. Right, let's just see if this runs. No. Why not? Yep, definitely power there. Okay, let's try the other way in case it's voltage polarity sensitive. Can't imagine it is. Give it a go. No. We have a dead compressor by the looks of things. Right, with the VCDS plugged in, let's see what codes we've got coming up. Ah yes, these are the 2 codes. I looked these up the other day. Oh, there's 4 codes. 2 of them are for halfway completing the calibration, so they won't disappear until we complete the calibration, which is a load level button, and the function deactivation due to valve. Leak in system detected. Oh, that's a new one. Temperature sensor for level pump. Then, yeah, turn off due to over temp. So we cleared all them. Here, a few clicks. Leak detected in system. Oh, that's a new one. Didn't get that the other day. But where? How can you detect a leak when there's no pressure in there? Okay. Well, let's do some measuring blocks then. Go! Go! Right. Deviation. There's pressure we're looking for. 5.53 bar. That is actually... What? Compressor temperature 116 degrees. Well, that is not right because it hasn't even been running. It's unplugged. So, compressor ain't running. System 6. That's a new error code, that leak. which is good though. 5.53 bar. It should be around about 9.5, something like that. So here comes the tractor. So I suppose I've got a suspect idea of where this leak is. The back stays up, so I know not to worry too much about the back, but the front drinker side, that keeps going down. That goes down more than the captain side. So we'll check that side first. Now I know that when I was working on the brakes, I was using heat, and I did bubble the tube just a little bit. So managed doing jobs. So I know that tube is a bit suspect, but I've got repair stuff for it. I also bought quarter turn valves. My idea is I'm going to put a quarter turn valve on each strut, then close all the valves, turn it up, close all the valves, switch it on, see if the pump even runs again, and if it doesn't, if it still detects leak, then I know that it's not the shock absorbers, there's a leak in the line somewhere else, and that ain't going to be easy to find, but we'll do our best. Soapy water, we'll see. We'll see. Right, well, let's get the drinker side wheel off and get cracking. In here, this is the air line to the drinker side shock absorber. As you can see, it's all bubbled up here, and that's when I was heating this fitting here with a blowtorch. So we could potentially have a leak here, or we could have a leak up here, or anywhere else in the system. We could have a leak. So let's see what we got, what we can do. Chances are I will cut it here, put my quarter turn valve in here. So we've got these quarter turn valves. They'll definitely help. Isolate. And we've got this kit, new hose, believe whatnots, doodads, but I know there's not the right fittings in here, so that's not really going to help us. We'll go PTFE2. We got unions, right angles, there's a whole heap of MPT fittings. Nothing really that's going to help us other than straight unions. So right, all I can really do, chop out the bad bit and then put in a little bit of this. All I can really do. Right, we've got this handy snipperoonie as well. That will definitely help. Right, let's just cut into it. Nothing. Nothing. Definitely nothing come out of there. Now we can't find this leak and the leaks aren't in the shop. We might have to rehose the whole car. Can you imagine that? Jeezy grapes. So I've closed it. I've closed the sun. I'll close the isolator valve. Let's get you up in here. Put the quarter turn valve in. It's closed. little repair section. Right, so that, taking that bad back. Close this. Now, let's fire it all back up again and see if we still detect a system leak. If anything's leaking, I would imagine it's a shock absorber. It's not unlikely to be a hose, but you never know. You just never know. Ducky. Oh, too windy. Right. Well, we've got that new compressor in and fired it up. Fired up straight away. Well, once I cleared the codes anyway, it fired up. Perfect. So now we are going to get the car back on its paws and we will run through the calibration, I think. Let's get after it. God, it's cold this morning. God, it's cold. Yeah! Hold on. Right. Yep. Get the other side done. I'll talk about that. Be gentle with that. It's not just pull the trigger at 100 miles an hour. Just a little bit canny with it. No disappointment. There we go. Oops, did not expect that. Right, we've got updates. Whew, right, been a tough day today. It's been a tough one. Right, so what we got? Well, what have we done? Where are we at? So we fitted the new compressor, which is hanging right here. So we fitted that, ran it, couldn't get it to lift, couldn't get any pressure built. So check for leaks, couldn't find anything. So I decided to replace the valve block. This is an old one I had, which used to be on the car. I wasn't sure if there was anything wrong with it or not. So I fitted that. Well, actually no, this is the replacement. So either way, it doesn't matter. Had a spare one of these. I fitted it. So it's on there just now. And no difference. Still couldn't get the car to lift. Nothing. No pressure building. So took it back down again, had a look. And to my surprise, I found this. Now this was just open to atmosphere. There was no tube or nothing on it. Now this one didn't have that fitting on it. Hence why I was so surprised. Put my finger over the hole while it was running and bingo, pressure started building. So I put a quarter turn valve on it and started running it and the front started lifting up. I was like, oh, superb. So I have since, what I've done, I've actually Y-spliced it in with the original one. Right, I've taken the quarter turn out and I've Y-spliced it in with the pressure line, which goes to the manifold block, the valve block. So I've done that and had it running, got the car up, but the car kept sinking at the front. So lifted the car up as high as go, and then I locked the valves, put the quarter turn valves in line just in front of the struts. So closed those valves, left it, and what has happened is The captain's side has stayed where it is. The rears have stayed where they are, but the drinker side has slowly creeped down. Not much, but it has creeped down. So that tells me that we have a leak in this shock absorber, or at least between the quarter turn valve and the shock absorber. So what we're going to do next is we are going to the residual valve that that's in the shock absorber. I have a new one of them. So basically what I'm going to do is a new line from the quarter turn valve into the new residual valve and screw that in, and we'll see if that eliminates this leak. If not, new shock absorber. Fantastic. Nope, not good at all. But another thing that I found though, while monkeying around with all this with the computer box machine and things, is that I can't get the rears to bleed. I mean, these are jacked up, and I'm not kidding you, that is jacked. So I can't get that to bleed down. It could be the old manifold block that I've put on, the old valve block that I've put back on. That's maybe why I replaced it in the first place. So, but I've ordered another one of these. It should be here tomorrow. So I'll get that on tomorrow, and hopefully that will allow me to bleed the rears. So that's where we're at, and I will get that front captain side, no, not the captain side, the drinker side shock absorber. I'll remake up that fitting there. Let's see where we're at. Ja! Back up in the air. Too far. Too far. Here's a valve I'm going to replace. And replace this valve on this line all the way down to quarter turn, which is... where is it? Here it is. I can't really see it, but it's in there. It's there. So I'll let this one go. So there's air in there. I don't know. Front row action. Don't actually know what these valves do, but a lot of people see you can to replace them. Is there still air coming out of there? That's weird. Weird. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on, but I had this valve out earlier today to grease it up, give it a clean. So it's already been out today. It was a suspect leak point. But I don't think so. Well, that just blew a whole heap of crud out on my face. I was not expecting that. Well, it certainly cleared out that hole, that's for sure. Right, are these the same? Bingo, they are the same. So, we're here, we may as well just replace it. That all these fittings here, none of them have O-rings on them. Well, I say this is the only one I've taken off. no O-ring on it. All the new ones I've bought have O-rings on them. But surely this olive is where it seals. I don't know. Bleep bloop it down. Bleep bloop it down. Bleep bloop it down in the comment section. Right, in you go, little buddy. I mean, I have no idea where that needs to go. Surely not sealing on the O-ring. Is it? It seems crazy. When there's a wee olive in there too. Well, that's in there nice and tight. Now we need to just reroute this another way. Another way. Well, to be fair, it's just an experiment. Doesn't need to be sold in just yet. But we will pass. Well, around the back. I cannot believe how much junk flew out of there. That was crazy. Right, where's this quarter turn? Right. Okay. Just filling it back up again. Yeah, I've put it on the wrong side of the brakes and everything, and like I said, we will deal with that. If this works, we will deal with that later. Right. What do we do now? Well, get you out of there before you get squished. Right. That's that. So, lower the car down, fire it back up again, and see if we can get this side to inflate again. If it does inflate, we will then lock off the quarter turn valve, leave overnight, and just check the results again. See if it's lowered, sunk, whatever. Give us a better idea. Now, I probably have enough hose just to re-hose the thing as the crow flies from one strut to the manifold block, and just see if that eliminates any leaks. Or do I put quarter turn valves at the block? Put quarter turn valves, and then I can isolate each line one at a time and see again if there's one leaking. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Right, so what am I doing now? Lower the car down. Ah, look at that. See, the other side's going down as well. Oh. Right, okay. Both sides went down. The back is still jacked up. Right, let's go and see if this will lift up. No, we're struggling again. Giving up for tonight. Maybe back out. I doubt it though. Internet makes things look so easy. You want to place a compressor in your Q7? hell was that? Well, that was also releasing air, but from where and what? I have no idea. Right, who's been making all that noise? Right, got a new valve block. Let's go fit this and see if it makes a difference. Let's hope. It's not my last attempt, this. We still have one more thing we can try. If this doesn't work. Right, can you see there? You good there? Okay. Now you can sit and watch me plumb this back in again. Because this is just great. It's fantastic TV, this. Done. Connector. Where's a dog hair on it? Right. Now you go inside and get the computer box. And we're trying this all over again. Ignition. Right. VCDS. Come on. Let's do this. Right, well, let's fire her up. Let's see what happens. Let's go into measuring blocks and see if we can see things changing here. Is it lifting? Oh, it is! It's going up! Awesome. It's got a long ways to go though. Ah, she stopped. God, I was hoping that valve block would sort it. Well, it's the following day. I haven't got updates. So God, this thing's beating me. It really is. Anyway. One step at a time though. So we had the issue with the front shock. This one here sinking. It was leaking. So, but we seem to have sorted that. Now the way I did that was I just took a fresh line from the manifold block, valve block, and I took a fresh line from there directly to the shock absorber, bypassed everything. And it is held overnight. It's held pressure, it's held height. Perfect. So we also have a leak in that line somewhere that I can't find, so we'll just run a new line in at some point. And that's that. Now the rears, the issue we're having with the rears is they are not bleeding. They're not deflating, they're in the lift mode and they will not come down. So that, as far as I can tell, is possibly down to these residual valves. Now I've replaced this is the one from the front drinker side, although there's nothing wrong with it because basically nothing, the shock absorber bleeded when it needed to and things. I just thought this might have been leaking, so I changed it, but it wasn't leaking. It was actually the line leaking, and so this was actually a good one despite how it looks. So I've ordered 2 new ones for the rears, thinking that it's not dropping, it's not bleeding, no matter what I do in VCDS, it's not dropping, and it's probably due to those, it could be due to those valves. So going to replace these valves. I'm getting new ones today. So unfortunately, unlike the front where you can just jack the car up, get access to it no problem with some vice grips, screw it off. These ones at the rear, well, they have to take a shock absorber out, or at least unbolt the whole thing from the car. You don't necessarily have to take the whole thing out of the car, but you need to remove it from the car, well, from its mounting points, to get access to it. So I've been told. So that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to bother trying fighting and do it in situ. So let's get after it. Yeah, so the plan today is to replace these two valves, and if that doesn't work, then who knows. Well, I did discover something last night surfing the interweb, that the adoption process might help, but you should only do an adoption process if the whole system's working. Now mine's not working because the rears aren't bleeding, so that's not going to help us anyway, not at this stage. So, but it's not going to beat me. It's not going to beat me. We will get this resolved. Yeah, these valves are probably the last thing to be replaced, other than the shocks. I haven't replaced any shocks, but I don't think we need to. We just need to adjust the heights, which the adoption process will do when we get to that stage. But let's get these valves changed. Let's get the car jacked up, and God, this would have been so much easier if we were still on the lift. But that's cars in the way, and the garage is full of junk now. Right, let's get after it. Also said but I don't see what that. See that gate. Skip past it. Oh, right in the face. Right in the face. No way. Came off one piece. Fantastic. 30 minutes, my butt. Well, I got her out. Well, I got the fasteners out for them eventually. Tools and spanners and spanners and wiggly bits. Yeah. Now I just got to pull out this bolt here, and then the shock should just drop out, and we'll get on to the next stage. I'm just going to sit there and watch. I don't know what's going on. What's this one? Look at that. I don't expect that, that's for sure. Superb. Just pop out. Bingo! I didn't think didn't expect it to pop out like that. That is what we're after. So there's my quarter turn I put it. Beep. It's been handy so far. Yeah, let's just disconnect that, whip her out, clean her up, get back in. Although I don't have the new one, so let's just take her out, clean her up. Right, most people say you need a special tool for getting these out, and you can buy one of these tools. But most people already have these tools in their toolbox. Just ever so gently evacuate. That's right. That actually looks pretty good, that ceiling face. So does that. Whew. The problem I'm going to have is, again here, the problem I'm going to have is the space there between the ratchet head and the subframe are getting smaller and smaller. Soon we'll get that out, so I have to revert to the 2-spanner method. I'm telling you, this bear solved my problem, because this was not an easy task. Right. Well, this one, I mean, a wee bit of corrosion around the sides, but this one doesn't look too bad either. Woo! And we're done. That one looks good as well. A little bit of surface corrosion, but all good. Right. Now, I have found something interesting. These are the 4 bolts holding the struts to the body. Now, this is the one that was fighting me. Look at the top of it, look at the threads. All that aluminium stuck in there. So that's probably why it was fighting me. Interestingly, on the other side, the fastener that was fighting me also galled up with aluminium. So yeah, I might have to replace them or clean them up. Right, now it's time to get the pressure washer out and give this the biggest clean it's ever seen. Provided we can get the start. Provided we can get the thing fired up. At least it happened at the end of the job, and cleaned up a little bit. Not never going to be, but it's definitely cleaned up a little bit. Got all the loose stuff off anyway. We'll hit it with some Reveal Black and some under seal. I'll just protect it for a wee while longer. Right, well, that's it for just now. I'll get back to you once we get these valves and get these shock layers back in again. So, gotcha. Right, now that the everything's dry under here, we are going to rebuild it with this. Rebuilding, new bushes, new arms. Rebuilding. New chassis. New bushes. New fasteners. Fantastic. Right, well, I think we are a bit windy. I think we're good to go here. Looking way better in here. So we'll leave that to dry, then we'll do some wax oiling once that's dried. Mainly on just the body work. Chassis. Right, we've got 4 minutes left. Let's see if we can get these two fitted. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Right, got new valves turned up today, so let's go get these fitted. Right, it doesn't matter if you get some on the threads, it's no big deal. Right, unfortunately, I still don't have a tool. So ice grips. Right. Screw this guy in. Done and done. Right. Fittings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make little tails to come off the shock absorber, and then we'll just go straight into the the quarter turn valve that I've got in there. So this will be hanging off while I fit it. It'll just hopefully make things a bit easier to fit. Bonnie! I don't know what in the world is going on, but my god, I can barely see. The weather is just crazy. Right. Get these shocks back in the car. We managed to get one in, partially. We've still got, well, we have 2 of the 4 fasteners in the top here. We don't have the bottom one in yet. So, let's get that done. And then we can get the other side one in. That's not working out at all. You're still that crazy on. Look at that. Oh, hello Phoebe, you're soaking wet. You're soaking, no, I don't need a soaking wet. I got no. Soaking wet dog. No! Oh no! Oh me. Right, now where's this? What am I looking at? What in the world am I looking at? Right, okay. So that is off. So we need to loosen. We need to loosen the two where we go on there, and then we can go from there. Just a wiggling and jiggling. Oh well, spider web and everything here. Right, update. We got all the fasteners in on this side. They're not torqued up yet, but they're all in. So, torque these fasteners up and connect up the digitals. But we are going to go and fit the other side. Airline is in as well. You all can't see that, but it is there. What is that? Oh, that's not good on my shin bone. by golly, I think that is it. I think we are done. Well, I'll be dimmed. I think we just got it. The fronts have come up. The rears have come up. It's hard to see in the dark, right? The rears have come up. Yep. No. Really don't want to mess with it anymore. Really don't. If this is enough to get me through the MOT, then that's perfect. Not perfect. No error codes on the computer box. Right, can I get this jack out? Or does it need to go up too far? Sweet. Couldn't do that earlier. Well, the other is to get all that back up, which is a 2-second job, but we also need to rerun the front drinker side hose to the shop. That is going to take some time. I don't know if I can just follow the original or whether I have to just reroute myself. I don't know where it goes, but we'll trace that tomorrow. Oh, that just feels great. Feels fantastic. We're chasing that fault for so long. 3 or 4 days, I think. But we did have a few faults. We had a few part failures. The leak in the line for the front. Oh wait, hold on, I haven't tried to lower the rear end. We'll do an adaptation tomorrow, and that will hopefully see if the rears will lower. They've raised up, will they lower? Because that was a problem before, they would not lower down. So we'll check on that tomorrow. But I think we're good for an MOT. Providing it doesn't sink tonight, then we have no leaks. Now, as far as I can tell, the only leak we have is that front drinker side. And we've solved that because it has not gone down since that repair. Or short whip. So we'll gotta take that. Let's take that one. That one's awesome. Whew. Right, well, not gonna leave her running with this expensive fuel. No faults. Well, we've got like an engine fault, but I know what that is. That's the actuator on the turbo. One of the actuators on the turbo is intermittent, so that see now it's blacked out dynamic. I wonder why that is. Because it can't go down. I don't know. Leave it as is. Main thing is to get this thing MOT'd. The computer says sitting at almost 3 bar, which someone said it should be sitting around about 9 bar, but I don't know. I don't know if that depends on if you're in dynamic, comfort, automatic. I don't know, but I've seen it go up to 10, 12 bar when it's filling and things, but I've never seen it just sit at 9.5 bars. So I don't know if that's right or not, but yes, take that as a win. Take that as a win. Well, it's the next morning and I've done a little bit of tidying up, but I think we got it. I think she's ready. All 4 shocks stayed up last night, no leaks. I refitted the pump, compressor, that's all done. Running the line, tied up that in. So that's all in place. Again, still no leaks, so that's all good. And I think we're almost ready for an MOT. But one more thing to do. Super glue. Right, let's go through this list. Bingo. It says the lamp, but I'm fairly sure it means the number plate because both lamps are secure and they both work. Right, so these are the only two things left, but these are advisory, so I don't have to do them. We will get on them, but just not right now. Well, I'll be dipped. Let's take it for a test drive. Alright, let's do it. We are running low on fuel. Oh no! I hit the gate. Oh, such a stuff. Right, let's just go for a little cruise. Got nothing on my mind but a good time. Gonna have a good time. Hey, we're gonna have a good time. It's actually still built with the car. Because I did bolt a lot. Unbolt and bolt a lot of things.
Look at the dash, I'm pushing the digits. You from the city, you don't gotta get it. Just that country living. Don't throw gas on the fire. Never let the cup run dry. If it don't got no swing, then it ain't my thing. Come on by, got nothing on my mind but a good time. Gonna have a time, good time, good time, a good time. Hey, we're gonna have a good time, good time, good time, good time, a good time. Hey, we're gonna have a good time, gonna have a time.
Well, we're back from our test drive, and it went okay. It went okay. We did blow out one airline. I'm not sure why that happened, but we got it replaced. It was the little one, the links, the two ports on the compressor together. So I don't know if I pointed that out earlier or not, but it burst. So, but we replaced it. Hopefully it doesn't burst again. But we're ready. MOT's booked for tomorrow, and alignment is booked for Tuesday. So, yeah. So the glorious evening, lovely sunshine, car's working, suspension's working, and yeah, it's all good. So, hopefully, we'll have let's go into town right back on the road soon. Yeah. We'll be we still have a few little things to fix, but that's not that big a deal. God, there's still lots of red in the car. Really need to take this through a car wash. But fingers crossed, we'll pass the MOT. We did tick everything off the list from the previous MOT. Now, fair dues, it has sat for 4 months. And I've been playing with it, so hopefully I haven't juiced anything that it's going to fail on. So, right, well, I hope you enjoyed watching this series, and we'll update you with the outcome of the MOT tomorrow. Catches. Well, she's passed the MOT. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Right, we've got a list here, the certificate here of what still needs to be done, and there is no real surprises. No real surprises here. Let's see if it turns. So, certificate is passed, but monitor and repair if necessary. So we've got the subframe corrosion, which we had before, and the suspension arm corrosion. But that will be dealt with at some point. We will do the rear end like we've done the front. So awesome. Can't be happier. My God, this thing has fought us. Well, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I'll keep saying I cannot believe it. I'll be dipped that this thing has passed its MOT. It has fought us and fought us. Well, no, that's not true. The air suspension has fought us, and I ain't kidding you. That was one thing after another, and yeah. But then, it was something new. Something I hadn't really delved that much into before. I've replaced the compressor before, plugged it all in, it worked, and that was it. With this, we were chasing leaks and faults. So, yeah. Now, it's time to get this going to town rig into town. Let's go get some fuel and take a first spin. I hope you've enjoyed this series of videos on the Audi. Hopefully there won't be too many more, because this is my daily driver. Well, yeah, the XGS is what I want my daily driver to be, but this is my really daily driver. This is what I'm using to take the kids to school, going to the shops and all the rest of it. So, but Ben does love the XGS, so that's still going to see some daily action. But no, this is fantastic. Can't believe it. And look forward to do some more videos. Maybe what to do is comment down. What would you like to see next? Another XGS? An engine swap? The Mazda? We've got the all the subframe brakes to do on the Mazda. Subframe brake suspension. There's some modification going on there. We're putting bigger brakes calipers on the Mazda, so we've got brackets to make. Stainless lines. We're going to go for stainless lines this time. Yeah, we've got a lot to do in that car. But yeah, no, I think, well, the Gold XGS, it has a booking in for a rolling road in 2 weeks' time. So chances are we're going to jump on that next. But just get that prepped and ready. But there's plenty of time to do other things. So please put it down in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe. Ring that bell, whatever that does. And like. Catch ya. The problem of having junk is that it's never fixed. And I ain't kidding you. Damn it. Right, let's get on it. Let's get after it. Yeah.